What the So this video is going to be an update on what changes have done the application so far. Right? Yeah, didn't get much time to record videos during the updates, and then also to get what I'm planning to add next. So just before I upload that video, last video, right, we hosted the application right on Tailwind, Frontend and Backend. And then so I have like a repository. You can actually go and look at the source code yourself. I found the video in the description to the source code and hosted version. Okay, so hosting it, right? I noticed that people might start using the application. So I added the rate limiter. Right? So let's actually go to that backend. So currently everything is still in one file. Right? But if you notice here, the packages right here, the logo being the request as they come and go, and then the rate limiter. So I'm also implementing how you can call the API. All right, so um, the rate limiter is just added here. All right, so allowing maximum of 10 requests. All right, I think in a minute. Right, so that something like that. So logging, right? So I'm also logging out requests as they come and go, right? And then I have my routes here, the sign up and the sign in route. Right? Something you'll notice here on the sign up route. Right? So I'm not even verifying the email if it's a real email or not. So that's another feature that I want to add. Right? So that's another feature I want to add. So let's just create a to do, right? So uh, send email verification, right? So I want to add email verification here, right? So a link, right? So you, you sign up, right? And then you just get an email verification, and then yeah, I'm just avoiding creating notes that will get the code. So especially in the front end, I don't want to add many pages here. And this is validate, right? You've been logged in for some time, right? And then also validate sometimes when you make an API request, right? Uh, for example, when you're you send a completion request. Yeah, I'm just limiting the requests that are coming. Right? So I know this is not the best solution, but because it was a quick fix, I had this before handling. I was just verifying that coming from the origin that I have here, and then the referral is coming from the referral that I have in my environment. Right? I was just depending on people making API requests. I should I should make the backend URL, right? Only callable in my front end URL, right? So make it a private URL. Right? I'll look into that later. Here is where we're getting the user files, right? So it's just getting user files. Okay. Something you notice that I've added is this before handling. Right? This before handling. So what does this before handling? This before handling verifies the token, right? And then allows you to, so I can identify you now who is making this request, right? And then if there is no valid token or user in that the token, there's no valid user, rejecting your request. Right? So which means you have invalid token, and then the front end will automatically log you out and then require you to log in, to log in again. Right? And something that I've changed again is require the API will be sent the chat completion request, right? So I need this simple prompt template, right? So just taking the context, so the context and the input, and then I asked it to format in Markdown, but it came with a lot of issues, right? Sometimes it wouldn't reply, sometimes it wouldn't reply. So I've also fixed this route, so it's actually deprecated. Right now, I'm no longer using it. But I decided to keep it here to to write a comment here, maybe and say something like maybe deprecated. Yeah, so this route is deprecated here. I'm no longer using it. And then here still uploading files the same. And then deleting a file still the same. Okay, cool. And then things we have version 2. So this is the new version of this route here. Alright, so here I still do the same thing. First lens. Right, so chart model OpenAI. Why did I create a new one here? Okay, I don't know why I created a new one here because I already have it up here. But then fix that. Okay, so now I have this new string template, right? So it's described right, for ChatGPT. Right? So it can respond to code. Right? Another thing I've added is chat history. Right? That is not working correctly. Still confuses it sometimes. And then I have a context here. Right? And then I have my question here. Right? Okay. Maybe I need to do something like this is the format when it's using the code. This is the chart history here. I can do something like this. I don't know. Chart history. We separate this character. Text here, context here, and then maybe another one, and then I have my question. Right? I have my question there. Right? context was a closing sort of a tag. Right? So let me also add those here. So chat history starts there, closes here, context starts there, and then closes here, and then my question is here, and closes here. Right. So creating a template, right, and then I later fill in that template. Right. So I also send the chat history to the AI bot, but it's not optimal right now. As you can see, I still have a lot of TypeScript issues here, right? That I still need to fix. Yeah. Actually, right now we're going to do assignment. So I wanted it to also do some coding. Right? So initially it didn't want to do coding. It wanted code, tell you which language it is, and then it was easier for me to copy the code and then somewhere else. Right? So here, so the question, which is this question, right? So passing the question from the body, right? The body and the message, and then the chat history, right? From the body also, and then I get the context, right? So I create a context right, from the documents that come from the database that match the, the message, right? And then the metadata, right? It's just metadata, but there's documents, right? As you can see, it's coming from the same metadata. Probably not just to like this, yeah. And then we get a response. We just string the text as a result. I just did the content. But later on, you get the data that we get from the result, right? And yeah, it's a object that has a message, right? So and then which is your query actually, and then the history it's a tuple, so, right? Same array of tuples, right? So you send the message, and the response to that message, something like that. I'm not quite sure yet on how this should be structured. And then I have this before handling, right? And then yeah, because it's here multiple times, right? And then most of these routes that I here really wanted beforehand, I can also add it here, right? So, for example, here I have the request, and then maybe I get a GWT somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. What else do I get here? New GWT. Okay, GWT. So probably this code of the before handle here. I should move it this before handle here because most of these routes anyway this before handle, right? And okay, this is just logging, and then I still have my TypeScript types here because it was agent, right? So I'm still going to practice two separate documents, right? And then on the terms of this database, nothing has changed. Yeah, let's look at the front end. Right? So because there's a couple of things that have changed here, right? Especially on the homepage, right? So the page, right? So uh, okay, message, right? Give a message, and then it's like that. Go inside here, the message, right? So I've added a couple of libraries here, right? And then I'm dynamically importing some of the things, and then so message. Wait, let's try instead of the page, I want to go to message, right? So in the message, right, if you notice here, there are these packages here written out down, and then some extensions of the written out down, and the theme, the syntax highlighter, and the syntax highlighter itself, and then the CSS of the syntax highlight. So this is the message component. So this just display the message, right? As a paragraph. I think, yeah, this is where I was displaying it. And then, yeah, I was just copying the text and the copy. So I can also this one as dedicated. So when you remove and the later stages, I really want to remove it at the time of development, just in case I run into challenges. So yeah, instead of rendering take rendering this one. So this since now we can respond with markdown, so we can just handle that, right? So I have my plugins there, and then actually my plugins there. Then I have my components, the code component, right? So depends on the type of the code that I get. Right? For example, right, if I get a code that has a language, right? If I have a language, so which means that code maybe a Python code, sharp code, something like that, right? I use a syntax highlighter component, right, which I imported somewhere here, right, from this red syntax highlighter, right? So I'm using Prism, right? I'm just wondering what else is in there. So it's lights, same light. There's quite a couple, right? So yeah, I'm just displaying that rounding the corners a little bit there, and then that's it. And then yeah, and then I have problems with, but I'm not using it anyway, right? So I have problems. I have, if the code doesn't have the language, right? The language, right? If you notice on our backend, on the what you call this on the template, right? Here, we say in this format is 3,000 and then the language here, and then copy and then the code here. So now I'm just checking for this language here. This there's no language. Sorry, there's no language I want to run this code, right? So it's just a code, right, that you can copy. Also, you just click to copy it. Copy or one click, something like that. Yeah, just styling it. Then I have my paragraph, my H1, my H2, H3, H4, H6, my list, my edge, my block, my HI, my tables, right? So just I'm customizing them, right? And then I'm passing the rest of them. Mostly I'm just adding class names, right? So just simple class names on most of them. And then here's my text there. And then I'm using it right now. So I was getting some randomness during the development, right? For example, when I'm typing a new query or message, it will render these things. So I just memorize them there. Yeah. Since now the text that comes as a markdown, right? So and also added this function from this library down, right? When you copy it, it will also the amount of text, right? And then it's just giving the text to the keyboard, right? So share is using the navigator share, depending on the device you're using, and then handle report is still not implemented, right? So yeah, so exclamation marks comes after. Okay, cool. Still handle copy and you share handle report. So that's it, right? So yeah, looks like this. The file upload is still the same, and then the documents you uploaded are there, right? And then the theme is still right? And then sorry, and then now say give an example on motion, right? So uh, yeah, it's just write it like this, right? And then also when it's referencing something that is inside the code, it uses this type of naming, right? Yeah. So that's it. That's what I did, right? So it can now give me the code examples, things like that, right? Yeah. Um, I also want to add what you see change to light. This remains like this, right? What I want to do is to add a section on this, right? Where it will change the theme editor here, right? Of this editor here. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I want to change the avatars here that I'm using, right? This one is should be, yeah, something like that. And then it's just random generating an image according to who's logged in. And then, yeah. Uh, okay. So in this video going forward, I'm going to be just implementing what you see right now. If I was to log in with another account, it will still show these documents, right? So now what I want to do, I want it to show the documents that you've uploaded yourself, right? And then you can only delete those ones, right? And then I think I should add dates when they were uploaded. It's something like that. Okay. File size limit you can upload to this website. This application is 50. Right? So yeah, only PDF files. Fairly, what you call this a wave file and then a text file, any file that has text in it, a file that can have text in it. But those popular ones, I don't want to have code to any use cases. Right? I just want to read the files that you see here. To the only files that were uploaded by this account that I'm logged in with right now. If I finish it, hopefully maybe in 10 minutes, right? Um, we'll also add another feature to also context, right, in all your files that you've uploaded. So I'm trying to separate the files, right? Okay. So that is in the backend mostly, right? I'm just going to go to the backend, right? And then since we're getting the user ID on every request, right? Uh, this is the sign up route. Sign in. I want to write I file up. This is a get, so should be this one, okay? So file, and then file, and then ID, right? And then let's look at the Convex database, right? And see what we have there. See what we have. I wanted this development. Okay. So I'm just going to go to files, right? So file ID and then okay, you're saving IDs, right? So the files that are here of the currently loading owner. But let me use my cell phone just to upload a couple files with a different account. So that we can get this working real quick, right? Yeah. Enter the credentials. Uh, uh, that's what it again. So this, I'm going to log in with another account. So that point. Um, I'll show you my users. Let me check my users here. Uh, inverted credentials. What were the password? To add a password reset feature also because now I forgot the password and I can't reset it's I had many accounts here. What happened to them? But it's just creating an account. Okay, this is on localhost, so it will take a bit of time to build that other page. Indentings. So this email is going to be a ground three. Right? Password. Okay. And the password is the same. Well, okay, success, right? So if you see, I've just created this account. It has a different picture, but I can still see the files here that this account did not upload these files. So this is what I want to get rid of. So this user just creating an account and they can delete the files that they see there, right? So yeah. So if you look here, organize just this one link, and then this account, let me just upload a document under this account. Okay, I'm just going to upload this file there, right? Right, okay, so file that we should see in the next 10 minutes is this one, right? And then we delete, right? So where do we get the files? Where do we get the files? So we're getting user files and then we're passing the user ID already. And then we get the user ID, but we filter, right? So we should filter. Okay. So filter the context.pp.files, right? And then it's supposed to be dot. Yes, but filter filter first with index. I mean, yes, with index. The index that I want is type owner, right? And then the owner, right? And then I'm using the owner index, and then dot filter, right? So let me see something here. Just passing one parameter. Mm. This is the range of the index. There's no example how to use this here. So to learn more about the indexes, C indexes. Let's open this. Right? Yeah. So sorting with index calling document using indexes. Okay. So right. So with the index, yeah, I wanted this syntax here because I can pass in the function that built up. So here, yeah, I'll have to optimize it. This filter needs to be inside here, for example, just like this, right? Just like that. And then we use this, remove this filter here, right? And then let's see what we get here. So equal does not index. Okay. Equal new images, how it's used here, because okay, I don't have to say the field because I'm already filtering by the email, so I can just remove this part here and pass in the email like this, and then email. Okay, this is what we want to do also here. So I think ChatGPT got us there. Okay, then we remove this part here. Oh, no. The user ID here will come from the backend parameter, right? And then I think set the user ID here, and then we can remove this here, right? So, and then user ID, not dot ID, user ID, just like that, right? So filtering based on the user ID, right? And if I save this, see if it runs with no errors. And then also because I updated my Convex mutations here, I think I have to run the Convex, the something like that. Still using run and then Convex. The run is um, let's see. Node.js, and then Convex. It's supposed to run this, and then barn is not finding it. Let's run it with npm then. Yeah. So let's go to our front end. Since on the front end we are getting the file, right, and then we're getting the creation underscore time, right, to display it. I still need to install it. Do you have it? Barn, something like that. Here on the files, right? If I refresh now, because the changes have been uploaded to Convex, but to show it here, or the text, just install text, print it out. Let's go to the front end for the source, and then I need some components, and then files, right? So I have this div, then the separator, and then Tailwind. So assuming that it's a file name. So I can cut that and make it easier. And then paste this here and have another P tag here. So I'm not going to show the I'm just going to show the created time, right? Um, yeah, this should work. And then we give the class name of text muted, and then text small, something so extra small, extra small. And so is this extra small here? And then it takes a bit of time to update. So okay, cool. We're getting the time right there, right? My I'm in the wrong directory. So this is the directory that I need to be in. Why is it okay? This is the directory that I want to be in. And then npm convert there is yeah. What does it mean? Operation not limited double API functions. Why is the operation not permitted? Because that file is saved. See when we run it with npx. Npx is slow. On the backend, operation not permitted. And because I'm using the file this side maybe. That is the issue. It's just equal. So the upload was successfully. Let's run out and again. Okay. So I think it should have updated by now. How we yeah, should have updated. So we only see this file now, right? Let's take care of this, right? This is a timestamp. We don't want to display a timestamp. We want to display a date and time, right? So I think we have date FNS in this Let me see. Well, it's my first time working on a front end project and not having a FNS installed. Right, so let's just install that. This is the next project using pnpm. So I'm going to say p and install dates f. Right, so date functions. Yeah, and then they can be changing in the meantime. Changing in the meantime. I don't know why I say FNS. Oh, it's because I say functions. Did I press enter? Okay. It's FNs anyway, so cancel. Good. This is not what I want to be. This is what I want to be. And the I want here. I don't want this. Let's go to the documentation. This is a code library anyway, so things are good. I think I like this one. You uploaded it 8 days ago. Yeah, I like this one. So yeah, then come back to so errors. And then okay, I think this is files.ts. Okay, this is the backend code, so I close it. And then I stay here on the front one. Right, so we want to update this one. Yeah. So I paste this one there, and then date, and new date. So this one is fine there. And here we're going to take you and pass you here, just like that. And then I need to import this. Not here yet. See, is it done? Yes, that it's done. Let's run the server in the meantime. And then still not here. Okay, it's not here. Let's just copy the import from the documentation. Put it here on the top. Then should highlight the ones that I'm not using, and that's fine. Distance and subdate. So I'm not using you. I'm not using. Yeah, and then the server is running. Let's see. Another thing I want to fix is I can click it when I'm here. So it's in the footer. Let's see. Vertical. Okay, let's fix that because it's still probably building. Footer must be here. And then which one? Image 5. So is this link right here? So I need to just give it a class name. And then I want to say the width is link content TypeScript, not TypeScript, but width. And I think I want to say max. And so maximum width is that, right? So I need to do that because subdays and distance subdays, two arguments that got one date, string, date, amount, number. Then what does amount mean? There's no amount here. Subtract 10 days from 1 September. I don't think I want to subtract any days. Still loading. Oh, I think it's pretty slow. Yeah, how did I use it? So subdays is then they subtracted 3. So they said 3 days ago. And then it's this page that we are currently on, and then they are subtracting 3 days from it. Okay, so I need this sub function here because I am not subtracting. I have the from date and I have the new date. So I'm going to just pass the from date and the new date. So I'm going to and you here and have it like that. And so subdate that then passing the current time right from the database and then here cool stuff. Then I think I can remove subdate here. Let's save this. Why does it expected arguments but I'm not this one not remove that function. So maybe it's being slow. This thing is super slow. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's it. Just have to finish building. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's the next thing. The next thing I want to add, a new query, it should query based on your documents only. Alright, so that is pretty simple. Let's go to our backend. So this one is getting user files, delete file, create a user, create a file, and just yes, and then fetch. Yeah. Okay, this is where we want to filter. So with index. Vector store, personality search, right? And then query number. Okay, okay, and then filter. Pay is optional and filter is optional. And then a filter, what does this number mean? Oh, we have one already, so okay, I'm missing a filter here. So a filter document, okay, so see the view here, and let's write an expression that will return a true. Dot. And I don't know what it does. What I can do is to console log the queue, right, and then return a true. So return a true. Let's leave it like that. Are you done building? Okay, done. And then, yeah, 22 minutes ago, right there, right? But I think it's too muted. And successfully pushed up. So I'm getting an error. Let's type in. I'm going to leave this because this video is getting expected. But what I can do now is fix my footer. And my footer is there, right? So it's supposed to be there on the center. Search footer. And then I said wait, and then the text center is going to be fine. Text center is going to be fine. And if we go to the message but the files, and then this I think is muted too much, so I think I can do right here. Not do that, but let's just say query. Go right, and then yeah, okay. And then the thing I noticed was that here, let's make this light, right? When it's light, you cannot see the icon that's there, right? So let's change the color though when it's light mode to something else. Right? So this is the scroll area, and then this is the refresh, right? So these are the class names that you want to stack. So stack the text, not when it's dark, but when it's light. Um, so yeah, I say text white. I think the text is done. Let's see if I just remove that text white there. Yeah, this one come to the center, not yet. Not sure whether it updated or not. Let's just refresh. See. Okay, this one updated, so we can see it. Let's see on the yeah, we can see it. Okay, so let's just center this text here. So in the footer again, because now the width is feet, I think I have to say MX or something like that. Text extra small noise. How it is right now. Yeah. Don't know why my auto refresh is not like yes. But yeah, that's it. Right. Let's see. this called image. I'm just going to change this image, but I think we've come to an end of this video. This videos we filter which documents the query goes to, right, based on the documents we've uploaded. Also, the what email verification, right, using the send, right. Um, yeah. So I wanted to do something right now. So I want to go to the message and the message image, I think, right, and the image, and then I say object cover, not cover, object will contain or will. Let's see what does will do. Uh, I like this brown image. I'm not planning on changing it. Text. Yeah, that's it for this video. Yeah, just comment what you think. Some of the designs I should consider, or some of the things that I missed out, or some of the features maybe I can add here. Yeah, that's what that does make sense.